What's up, you guys? It's Haley. I'm back with another video. Gang, you already know how we do it. I'll be asking myself 10 self-reflection questions / self-discovery questions. So if you want to see me do that, you want to hear what I have to say, then keep on watching. Before we continue, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up for me. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you'll be notified every time I post a bomb new video. Let's get it. The first question is, what am I most proud of? I'd say what I'm most proud of is the type of person that I am, if that makes sense. Like, I'm a very genuine person, and I'm very proud of that because I feel like we live in a world today where it's kind of hard to find that in people. So I'm proud of that, and I'm also very proud of the fact that I have started to take steps to better myself as a person. I'm taking a new step every day. I've took a leap of faith with things that I wanted to do for a very long time. I'm finally doing them, and it makes me happy, so I'm very proud of that. Question number 2 is, what do I want most in my life? I'd say, sorry if I keep messing with my glasses. They're just like loose. Like, I don't know. I have a big head, so it's hard to believe that like they're too big for my head. I don't know, but anyways, sorry. Okay, so question number 2 is, what do I want most in my life? So I'd say what I want most in my life is obviously, like, I want to accomplish the goals that I have and the dreams that I have, and I know that I'll get there. Like, there's no question, no doubt about it. But also something that I want most in my life is just peace, because I feel like when you're at peace and you're at peace with the present moment, then you're not really too much worried about what the next moment holds, you know. Like, you're just peaceful and you're okay with what you have going on, and at the end of the day, that's what I want the most. So the third question is, who inspires you the most and why? So the two people that I feel like inspire me the most are J. Cole and Nipsey Hussle. Wow, so hard to believe because I did paint the music with them. But I'd say J. Cole because, you know, just listening to his music lets you really just know what kind of person he is. He's really humble. He's really, like, smart about things, just the way he thinks, the way he moves, you know. Like, he's his own person. He's very unique. And I don't know, like, he gives you motivation. He spits real shit all the time. Like, he doesn't care, and he's just gonna tell you how it is. He came up and he lets it be known, and I love that. I listen to his music and just get motivated, because I'm like I'm gonna be like that. Not music wise, but just, you know, coming up from situations that may not have been the best, or kind of situations that pushed you back from where you were trying to get to, but still finding a way to push through that and, you know, keep growing with it. And Nipsey Hussle, obviously, because Nipsey was the same way. Circumstances wasn't the best, but he just never gave up. And actually, in one of his songs, he literally said, like, people ask, what is it about you? Like, how did you make it? And he was just like, the only distinguishing quality is that I just kept going. I didn't ever give up. And so I love that message, and I think it's great. And Nipsey was the same, spits real shit all the time. He's just gonna tell you straight like it is. And yeah, he's definitely motivation. The marathon continues. Y'all already know how it go. Question number 4 is, are you currently the person you thought that you'd be? This question is kind of hard because I wouldn't necessarily say that I thought I would be anybody. Like, I don't ever remember just having this thought that, oh, I'm gonna be like this person, you know. Like, I have dreams and goals and an image of who I want to be, but I never expected me to be that, like, now. But I'd say that no, I'm not, because I feel like we all have, like, little hard times in our life and everything. And so when I went through mine, you know, very dark time, it was, I didn't think that I would come out on the other side of it like how I am now, the type of person that I am now. I didn't think that I would grow from it and learn certain lessons the way that I did. It just kind of feels like when you're going through it in that moment, it feels like you're never gonna get over it, or it's never gonna get better. So I was like stuck in that, and I didn't think it would get better. I didn't think I was gonna grow. I didn't think I was gonna be different than I was in that moment, but I have changed and I love it. So no, I'm not the person who I thought I'd be, but I'm so much better than what I thought. Yes. Question number 5 is, what experience am I most grateful for? So, oh, I just stabbed my.
Fuck! 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 Fuck!
So the experience that I'd say I'm the most grateful for is just, I'm not really going to go into too much detail, but it's kind of like the last question. I went through a hard time, very difficult, mental space that I was in. The reason for that is the experience that I'm most grateful for, because going through dark times and struggles and stuff, it's kind of hard to like look out on the other side and see how much you're going to grow from it and what all you're going to learn, and like how you don't know like how good it's gonna feel when you can look back and say like, oh my gosh, I've grown so much from that. Like, oh, I'm so much happier. I never thought I'd get out of that space, but I did, and I'm just so like grateful and thankful. And so that's what I'd say is just, I feel like anybody can relate. It's just difficult times when you finally make it out of that. That's gonna be what you're most grateful for, is that time, because when you're in the dark, it's hard to see that you're learning stuff. It's like you're subconsciously learning, you're subconsciously like growing from it, but you can't see it because it's just like your mind is clouded by like the negative emotions that it's like putting you through. But in the end, when you look back, you can actually clearly see and consciously see how much you've changed and like grown as a person and stuff. So yeah, just hard times, I guess. Question number 6 is, what do I appreciate about life? It took me a minute, but I appreciate everything about life, because you can't take anything for granted. You can't take anybody for granted, and it could always be worse. So I appreciate everything. What are my strengths? I'd say my strengths are definitely being creative. That's a huge strength that I have that I love so much. Another strength is being versatile. Like, I think I'm very versatile. Energy, like reading energy, connecting with people's energy, like that's one thing that I like, and that I think is a strength for me. Like, I'm the type of person, my goodness, I don't know if this is good or bad, but I feel like I can go into a room, and don't nobody gotta say nothing, but I'm just like reading all the energies. I'm seeing what's going on before I ever speak. Like, I'm just kind of sitting back, I'm observing, I'm listening, I'm reading the room. And same thing with like people one-on-one. Like, if I'm talking to someone or something, I'm kind of like reading the energy with that person, just kind of seeing. And I mean, like, that's just kind of how I pick it and see like if I'm fucking with that person or not, or those people. I just kind of see like if it's a vibe I can, get loose with. Number 8 is, if I could wish for anything, what would it be? If I could wish for anything, I would probably say not necessarily like world peace, but I'd wish that like everyone in the world and everything in the world just like had love for each other. So more love in the world, because I think people don't realize how much love could change things. And I've said this like a lot and wrote this a lot. But like, okay, let's just put it into perspective. If everyone and everything in the world loved each other, there would be no wars. Nobody would be hungry, because if you love somebody, okay, you love a family member, right? Okay, you love them so much, they're hungry. You're not about to let them like starve, okay? So you're gonna help them out. When you love somebody, you help them out. So nobody would be hungry. There would be no wars. Like, there would be no violence, because we all love each other. Our planet would be flourishing because we would actually love the planet and not trash it, pollute it. And same thing with the animals. There's animals going extinct and stuff because there's no love. People are killing them for certain things that they have, fire, horns, whatever. So, I just think the world would be such a better place if it was just filled with love instead of so much just hate and just folks not giving a fuck. What type of legacy do I want to leave behind? This is question number 9. dang, I ain't really thought about that. I guess I'd really just say the type of legacy I want to leave behind is just helping people, being a good person. And when I get to the places that I know I'm going to get to, and whenever I accomplish my dreams the way I know it's going to unfold and it's going to happen, I just want to like let people know that you're never the only one, you know, and that even if your life is full of circumstances that are pushing you back, or it feels like it's pushing you back when you just want to go forward, you can make it through
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really.
You can make it through those circumstances and, you know, persevere with whatever goals and dreams that you have. Yeah, I just want to be a person that makes people feel good, that can teach somebody a couple things, you know, that people just can vibe out with. Really, it's just a cool little soul, like cool little vibe. And number 10 is, do you love yourself really? So I saved this question for last because I think it's a wonderful question. We live in a world where there's so much social media, and there's so much people putting on like a facade, and we think we're seeing everything, but in like all honesty, we're only seeing like literally bits and pieces of what people want us to see. And of course, people want you to see like the good things. They don't want you to see the negative things because people are judgmental, you know, things like that. So you could see somebody on the internet and be like, oh, like they just love themselves so much, like I can tell, when in reality that person might really be struggling with something and literally hate themselves. So I think it's good to be honest about these type of things with other people and with yourself. Now, I'm not saying overshare, because sometimes folks can overshare and it's evil energy out there. So you gotta, you know, protect yourself. What did J. Cole say? If they don't know your dreams, they can't shoot them down. So don't overshare, but at the same time, just be honest and keep it real. You know, like, let's just be honest, keep it real. Let's not fake the funk, okay? So, do I love myself really? I'm getting there. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm getting there. I'm putting in more effort than I ever have to actually love myself, to actually do things that make me happy. And that make me realize like, oh my gosh, like I'm a really dope person. Like I love myself. So I definitely say we're on the road, we're getting there, we're traveling. Life is a journey, okay? You don't just wake up one day and get there. And it's not about finding yourself, you create yourself. So that's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing. So there's not really a yes or no question. It's just, I'm peddling. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. That was me asking myself 10 self-reflection questions. If you don't do this or have never done it for yourself, I highly suggest that you do it. And maybe it made you think about a couple things. Go back in this video, ask yourself these same questions. And yes, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give this video a big thumbs up, a like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. You already know how it goes. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.